Welcome to Friday. It is April 18th, 2025. Your Day with a Podcast brought to you by ConverseCountyTourism.com. Feel the energy of Converse County. Explore Douglas's Railroad Heritage, Ayers Natural Bridge, and the Jackalope legend. Glen Rock boasts scenic trails, dinosaur history, and small town charm. Plan your visit at ConverseCountyTourism.com. Well, funny shot there out of Douglas with some cold temperatures and wintry weather returning to the area and some snowfall. As we take a look at what we're going to see today, everybody gets into the cold today. The cold will sink further and further south. The better precipitation also will shift further south through the course of the day, but there will be lingering areas of mainly light snow behind the storm system in front throughout many areas today, with a slowly southward shift. So Easter weekend, what we're likely going to see is some cool temperatures, especially Saturday. Easter Sunday into Monday, temperatures moderate some, but don't expect the 70s and 80s for a while. It is certainly going to be trending cooler. For Easter weekend, precipitation is mostly going to be towards the middle part of the U.S. We're going to see a little bit of shower activity for maybe the mountain areas of Montana, western Wyoming, into Idaho, and the Pacific Northwest, but there won't be a lot happening precipitation-wise in most areas Saturday into Easter Sunday. The next week is really a typical pattern that we start to see this time of year. There isn't a large storm system per se, but several little weather disturbances are going to pass through. That combined with temperatures being a touch warmer, but again, not too warm, will cause the atmosphere to be unstable. So there's going to be moments next week, especially Tuesday through Friday of next week, where there will be afternoon shower and afternoon thunderstorm activity, especially along in the east of the divide. And that'll kind of come and go, and that'll be something to keep an eye on. And into next weekend, probably a little bit of a larger system next weekend will be approaching and moving through. Some snow photos. It's amazing. You go from early in the week with blue sky and warm temperature photos to snow photos. This shot here taken by Drew in Worland. As of mid-afternoon yesterday, he had measured 8 inches of snow. You don't get 8-inch snow events in Worland a lot, but when you do, you tend to get them this time of year. And boy, a lot of water in that. Good to see that. Also a nice shot there of, now that's the biggest, meanest looking snow gauge I've ever seen. Now, Timothy reports that it wasn't 8 inches of snow. There's a little bit of a deception there, but the best snow moisture there that they've seen south of Fort Laramie in a while. And you could see those low clouds hanging out over the Laramie Range. Laramie yesterday had everything: rain, snow, thunder. And as we go through and take a look at another shot here near Hawk Springs, needed rain falling there. And then we await the next series of systems coming off the Pacific coast. So nice to have a reporter there in the far western areas, being able to take a look and see what's coming towards the central and northern Rockies. The satellite photo this morning shows that elongated trough. It's not moving quickly, so it will still send moisture north and eastward as the cold air continues to settle in back from the west. And you can see the cold frontal boundary now is in into the Texas, Oklahoma panhandle areas. So they're going to see some cold air coming on in, good old blue norther. There's a reinforcing shot of cold air coming into eastern Montana and the Dakotas. So as we showed you yesterday, there'll be some places overnight tonight and Saturday morning that will be in the teens. There might even be a few upper single digits in some of the higher valleys. So there we are at the 500 millibar level today. That low, elongated, stretched out a little bit, will slide east, and what we'll see is that there'll be a little bit of a disconnect. This low will head towards the upper Great Lakes. This one's going to kind of slide down and go this way, but as it does so, it will provide Arizona, northern New Mexico, parts of southern Colorado. Then, as you'll see here in a minute, central and eastern Kansas, extreme eastern Nebraska will get a good shot of rain. So this is what we're looking like on Easter Sunday. That's why we're going to see some showers up here with the next low coming on in. So this is the precipitation from this morning through Sunday, late in the day Sunday. So you can see a southward shift of the heavier precipitation between now and Sunday heading into these areas here. Here's more of a widespread rain event going through central and eastern Kansas, clipping the southeast corner of Nebraska, going into Iowa there. And you can see the precipitation will continue as that next system approaches the Pacific Northwest and Southwest areas of Canada. So there's still going to be some lingering precipitation on the north side today, heavier moisture shifting south. Temperature anomalies. It is going to be cold. Most of the region will see temperatures anywhere from 10 to 30 degrees below the seasonal average. That continues into the day Saturday. Now by Sunday, temperatures begin to moderate, especially there over the Dakotas. Actually, temperatures start to go above average. But you can see coolness is going to remain through Easter weekend. Now next week, this is where we get into these little ripples, small little waves coming off the Pacific and through the northern and western United States. On their own, they're not terribly impressive. But every time you see a low here, there'll be a little bit of a frontal boundary. There's another little tiny ripple right here. And what these will do is destabilize the atmosphere. And with temperatures warming up a little, not a lot, but a little, these systems will bring enough moisture and draw a little bit of moisture up from the south and east. With this high right here, we're going to have enough moisture for some scattered showers and thunderstorms. So this is by Monday at noon. This is by Thursday morning. You can see other lows approaching. This one up here is likely going to be one that will come in by the weekend after this one. And there you can see it off the west coast wanting to come inland Saturday, Sunday into the following Monday. So that is going to keep us unsettled. And when you take a look at the 5-day temperature anomaly added up Monday through Friday, there's nothing remarkable here. A little on the cool side in the northern and central Rockies. Temperatures slightly above average out here on the plains, but nobody's terribly cold. No one's terribly warm. This is where we come up with those temperatures probably being close to your seasonal averages for late April. And if you look at the lightning projections, this is starting on Tuesday. You can see there's going to be shower and thunderstorm activity Tuesday, Wednesday, and especially into Thursday. Now, this only shows where there's lightning strikes. There's going to be other areas of showers around these areas of showers and thunderstorms. So hopefully some April showers will be coming your way next week before that larger precipitation chance arrives sometime next weekend. Have yourself a good weekend coming up and stay warm.